Hi, morning. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? Can you hear me? Hi, Elizabeth. Hello. Hi, Timsy. Good to see you here. How is everyone doing? Let me know where you're joining from. Is it your first time being here? Or have you been to my lives before? I was taking a short break, and this week I had a sore throat. I had to cancel a couple of lives, and here today I'm back. How is the weather in your heart? Struggling a bit today, Cape Cod. I have been to your lives. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. And hope you find the peace and the calmness. Hope you're feeling better. Yes, much better, Tinsy. A lot of hot water. Patricia, New Hampshire. It's rainy here. Hi, Abby from Utah. I've been here before. Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, today's topic, I think it has come up in a couple of my other lives about when I talk about the raise your vibration or energy clearance for our own energies. It came up as for the home as well. So I said, okay, I'll share the tools and techniques that I usually use for cleansing the home energies. And so here you go. Weather of my heart, turbulent. Adrian, New York, first time. Welcome, Adrian. Hi, Maria. Good to see you here. Hi, Evelina, Sweden, first time. Star Seeker, missed you. I remember you. I love your name there, Star Seeker. I missed Insighttimer. You wouldn't believe how much I felt it. But it's just the great community. Like, yeah, I know. Unfortunately, I had to cancel the lives as well. So much of love and support from you guys. It's amazing. It's amazing. I won't be having any planned times off now. So hopefully you'll see more often. Right. Tim, so did you get to try the Akashic Records again? I remember the last conversation we were having. Did you find any more insights or anything was seen? And let me ask everyone this question. Has anyone felt difference in the energies in your home or someone's house before, discomfort, unpleasant, turbulent, or restlessness when you walked into your own home or someone's house? I did, however, I don't remember. Okay, that's fine. Glad you're trying, though. That's the most important thing. Looking forward to the next session on Akashic Records. Yay. Hi, Bucky. So let me know if you have identified those energies, discomfort of energies in the house or in a particular room or particular space in your own home. I want to do live with you here. Oh, sure. I know doing meditation on the live and together is different to doing on our own. Definitely. I prefer to do with community. Even though I do on my own, but my choice is always like first thing to do with a group. I love that. There is so much energy we build up when we do it in the group together. Yeah. Can we do it for a person? Energy clearance. Oh, yes, we can do it. Yeah. Elizabeth, I'm staying with brother-in-law, bad energy here. You do pick it up. Yes. Yes, I have addressed them often. Stagnant energy, especially with this heat right now. So true. Glad you're all feeling that, at least some of you who are you typing. How do you know if they are coming from the home or from the people? Let's talk about it as well, Abby. Yeah, that's a good question. It's really interesting, what you said there, Abby, like the house has an energy as well. Each of our homes are built on a portal with the ley lines, some with the lines running underneath, the water lines running underneath our homes, or on a farm, or on a field, or on a previous land, or like, where there has been suffering. And those energies are sitting in the homes that we are building up now, especially if you have moved into an old home somebody has lived in, or if you have tried in the rental properties, you will pick up, if you were sensitive or if you were aware of it, you can pick up the energies that was left in the house. Yeah. I and that is one part of it, is yes, from the people and also from the land as well. Land carries a lot of energies, and I got to know that only through the Akashic records and house clearances. As I was doing, was able to pick up on the land as well, and it's amazing how far it can go into it. And you can pick up through the famine times or the drought times as well, or the suffering that the people had on that particular area, the land there, and it's still carrying in for the centuries as well. Yeah. So it goes deep, and sometimes the spirits do get stuck in as well. I don't want to freak you guys, but it does happen. It's identifying which is what is causing environment to be unsettled. But for me, today's focus would be more talking about how we are bringing the current energies. Like, one part is the past energies, one is the human energies that we are living with, how much we are leaving in the homes, the drained energies, the toxic energies, like, with the emotions, with the way we are dealing with the stress, with the angers, with unforgiveness, everything that's holding up in the homes. And that is so important to be shifting as well. Yeah. um, think about, like, these are happening at a higher frequencies now, more often as well. Over the last year especially, everyone was homebound. I'm sure you all felt it, like, discomfort, even though you love your family members, being in the same house, it was too much. Even though you have a spacious house or a small house, it doesn't matter, but we were all on top of each other energetically because we were getting a space before. All of a sudden we didn't have that space, and we had to find clear energy spaces. Yeah. And so this is very important, like, these tools to understand how you can use them. Other reason I'm bringing this topic is as well, when I do the sessions with the clients, clearing up their energies, but when they go back home, they're going back again into that same toxic environments or the cluttered homes with the energies. It's not doing any good. Like, you have shifted, like your car got a great wash, and then you're going back into the muddy roads. Like, it's not the same unless you drive on a much brighter or a neater roads. Your car wash is not going to be the same, right? So that is the change, or a look into how you can take these tools into your own home environment is what I want you to look into. Yeah. If you got a pen and a paper, you can take the notes down, because I'll be sharing good few of those tips that I have worked for years, I have identified. And these are simple techniques. Again, like me, it's all about simple things that are effective yet powerful as well, that we can immediately implement, that doesn't cost us a fortune. You don't need to move out of your houses or change anything other than a simple things around. Yeah. Hi, Nicole. I mean, once that is clear, it will feel so good. Yes. I would love to clear negative energies for after someone visits with negative vibes. Yes, that's so important to do it. A toxic family member left my home several months ago. I want to get rid of any negative leftover energy. Yeah, it's so important. Yeah, these people, as we love our guests, but then when they leave the energies, you don't want to be there too long as well. Yeah. So let's start this. So hope you have got a journal or a piece of paper that you can scribble down, or on your phone as well. You can take some notes down. See what finds like aha, or I can do this, or this makes sense. If something is not making sense, park it aside. You don't need to do everything, and not every of these tools are for everyone. So that is the most important thing. Yeah. From India, preparing for my postgrad exam, and recently I feel stuck studying in my room. Can you help to make a positive ambience? Sure, Nishi, you can try one of the things that I'm going to share and see which one will be effective. Child with significant struggles with emotional outbursts, rage, and a wife with extreme anxiety. Hoping you learn how to help reduce, remove the stuff that has got to linger from difficult moments. Working on healing as individuals and a family, and looking at all possible resources. Oh, that's so sweet of you, Adrian, to do this for your family, recognizing this and trying to make the best for your family to be in a safe place. Yeah, so much love for you. So as we know, everything is made of energy. It's all vibrating and all shifting as well. Nothing is there going to be permanently. It's all the change in the thoughts, change in the way we look at the things is the most important thing, firstly. So remember, if something is stuck, stagnant for too long, doesn't mean you can't take it out. You just need maybe one or two more methods to do it, but it is going to change. That's the most important thing. The change is in your mind and how you will look at it. That's the most important thing. Yeah. And so this energies that I'm talking about is going to be about the safer ways, and also simple, and that's more on the well-being of every one of us. Like, first thing is identify in your home or in someone's house, are you having this kind of sluggish energy, not sleeping well, restlessness? If you have young children, have you identified the young children are crying more often recently, like, or feeling restless after someone has visited, or they going to someone's house, have they been picking that energies? Because the children has no filter, that you can notice it immediately. So that's the one of the things. And you visiting someone's house, coming back, you're going to bring their energies with you, with your auric field as well. So you're going to dump those energies in your bedroom, in your living room as well. First thing is, when I walk into someone's house, immediately I can feel like, did they have an argument, did they have a loving relation in the house? Like, immediately, like, you can feel that discomfort of it, restlessness of it, and that makes your own anxieties to come up, like, and you'll feel like, I can't breathe, I just want to get out, like, and there has been many situations where I would go into someone's house, even though I protect it, I do still feel it, and they'll say, can we go out in the garden? Can we get some fresh air? Like, and just make an excuse out because it's too much to be inside. And know your boundaries, know to speak out for it. I have done it suffering in silence, like to adjust and not speak about it, not to hurt anyone. But then now I figured out my own ways not to hurt them, but yet me to find my own sanity towards the energies. Yeah. So when you find yourself in one of those situations, or as a couples, or as siblings, or as a relationships, are you arguing more, like, since someone has left, or someone being in your home, or you visiting someone, like, unusual things, yeah, that has started spiking up in your relations, in your home environments. So these are all the one of the things that you can check in. And is sitting in particular room in your house being more trigger than somewhere else in the house as well? Like, for some people it could be the bedroom, it could be the living room, it could be the entrance, it could be the kitchen, or it could be the garden. Like, garden less, I have noticed it, because of the mother nature, how it's purifying all the time, recharging energies. So that's the most important thing as well, like, so do check in if those are going to be that you have identified here. And then when you have identified those energies, try to start with a small place, like, identify, like, have I been checklist done? I feel those. Now I want to work with that to shift those energies. That is your intention setting. So you are identifying and then setting an intention. And with this intention, now you're saying, I want a pure energy to be here. I want to clear the energy because of my spiritual growth, or I want to have a harmony in my family. I want to have a restful sleep tonight, like, or for the rest of the days. So having that intention is so powerful, so important as well. So set an intention for it now. Yeah. So that's the next step, like, and or you can even set like, hey, I want to get rid of this friend's energy that's lingering, or my excess energy that's lingering here in this house. So you can do that as well, like, and so set your intention. So think about, what is your intention? Why do you want to be here in this life? What is that you want to gain out of it? You all knew, like, as I saw the previous chats there, so you all have got an intentions there. Yeah, definitely, like, the restlessness, the weird dreams, the restless energy, or if you're practicing meditation, it's not getting you anywhere, definitely look into, like, is your energy in the room clear as well? Yeah. So that is the intention, one thing. And then ask yourself, to be in a protective shield of light. That's the most important thing as you are going to be working. Say, for example, if you're a healer, or if you have been working on yourself, you can cleanse your energies by dry brushing, or, like, the other things that I said how to do, the protective ones in my previous lives, like, or having the salt bath. These are your ones. Chakra healing, Reiki energy healing, these are your ones. So you can do any of it and then get into the protective shield. And once you are wrapped in the protective light is so simple, easy. All you need to do is close your eyes, visualize yourself you're in a white light that is coming down from the source and wrapping you around, or a spotlight on a stage falling on you, that you are covered. That's the most important thing. Yeah. So you can do that. So do that protective light. And then so let's take an example that you're doing this clearance for your own home, and you haven't identified which area you're going to do. So you can walk into your house as a visitor, pretending you are walking into your house as a newbie. So open the door and walk, no judgments, no prerequisite thoughts or anything, like saying, like, hey, I know my living room is so, like, I don't want to be there. No, just clear all that. I'm going to go into this house and I'm going to just sense what it is like, and walk into your own home as a visitor for the first time. Go into each part of the house and just notice what you are feeling from your heart or from your gut. And that is the most important thing. And now a lot of people may like to use a pendulum, or, like, while dowsing sticks as well. But trust in your heart, in your gut, that you will be identifying it, walking into each part of your home. Now think about, make a mental note, or have a little piece of paper, write it down, what you felt, which corner you felt, and what was the discomfort feeling you were getting. Generally we would get, like, yuck feeling, in safe in not feeling safe, restlessness, tired, or, like, just want to get out of the room, like, that kind of energy that you want to move away from it, you don't want to be in the room. So now that you have identified, let's now drill down to one particular room. Are you all with me so far? Maybe by the love hearts or by the type, and you can let me know. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So what do you do with the pendulum? That's a good question, Sharon. Some people use pendulum, like, checking, is this room energetically clear, or is this room having any drained energy? Do I need to clear energy in this room? So you can ask the pendulum a question and the pendulums do answer us. So that's one way to identify. So if someone is new into building their intuitions, these are great tools. I would attest them, but if you are good at your own intuition, trust in yourself. Yeah. Excuse me. Still there. Sorry, guys, I have to cough into you. So sorry. I thought I was totally okay with it gone. I was talking about the energies. I guess there is still energy clearance happening there. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Maria. So pendulum is a great way to do it. If not by your heart center or by your gut feel, you will know it. Yeah. And when you know this particular room, so let's say guest bedroom, just for a idea or a thought. When you think about in the guest bedroom, I didn't feel good about, I felt discomfort. Accept it. First thing is, don't deny it. It's okay. It can be. And even in the guest bedroom, nobody has ever been there, but you guys were living. That's okay as well. It could be our own energies. Like, don't deny it. That's the most important thing, because you're going to the shops, you're coming back, like you're bringing energies with you. You're meeting some friends, you're coming back home, you're talking to people over the phone, and you're spending time in the house, and guest bedroom might be picking that energy. It's like, that's totally okay with it. And when you do that, be in that room. So there are a couple of now the tools that I'll be sharing. You can use it any part of the house. But here, when you identify that, if you are a Reiki healer or any energy healer, if you have been using meditations or visualizations, the first thing is you can try Reiki into the room. Just by hands onto the room and say, hey, I'm sending Reiki energy into this room to protect and clear up any stagnant energies. And one thing, as you're doing this, you can open the windows and the doors as well. So energy knows a way to go out. Like, you don't think about like there is a shift and a rotation happening. So there is a stuck energy. If you're shifting it up, moving it up, something has to be way out, like lighter. So it has to go out. And that's the most important thing. Like, if you don't have the window into that room, try to open up the main door so the energy moves out. And your intention is the most important thing. Is it going or not? As long as your intention is clear, it is going out. That's it. Period. No more thoughts about it or questions about it. So do think about it like, hey, the energy is going out. So Reiki, at least for 15 minutes into that room, you can do it. If you are a Reiki practitioner, distance healing, you can do it. Not being in that room, any other room as well, you can sit and do it. So that's a great tool to use it. Okay. And in the room itself, again, you can imagine, as you did protective light, you can imagine that room to be in the protective light as well. So that will clear up the energy. And that is a good way to shift the energies. The other way is the salt. Have you ever heard that salt is such a dismantler of negative energies? And that's the reason we have the Himalayan salt lamps, and many traditions always use salt to protect the homes, to take the cast off the evil eye over your own auras as well. Like, the same applies for the room as well. And have the salt around that room. So sprinkle a little bit of a salt, and this salt can be table salt, or crystal salt as well. It doesn't really matter which salt you're going to pick up. As long as you feel good about doing this, you can do it. If you don't have animals, it's much better, like, they don't lick it, but tiny bit of a salt sprinkle around the room itself. If you have a wooden floor or a tiles or something, it's even much easier. You can have some salt into the mopping, and you can mop up the area as well. So that is a good way. But if you have a carpet, you can just place it around the corners, and in a day you can use the vacuum and vacuum it off. You don't need to leave it there for too long as well. But that salt has made the negative energies to dismantle and release as well. Yes, you can use the iodine salt. You can use any kind of salt. Yeah. Did you say 15 minutes of Reiki for a room? Yes, yes. Okay. 15 to 20 minutes Reiki for that particular room or for the house as well is great time. Yeah. So you can do that salt. And what I read in some Chinese tradition is they use a black bowl and they leave crystal salts in it with some peppercorns, bay leaves, and some rosemary herbs, and leave it at the corner of the rooms. And that takes all the negative energy as well. And I have tried it, and that brought so much of a peace to my house. And I love that. Like, once a week, you can change that. And once a week or once a month as well, I have left it out. Like, what you will feel is if there is so much of a dark energy or a negative energy, the salt forms into kind of a cloudy texture or moist as well. So you can change it immediately. Like, don't leave it for too long. That's the most important thing. Yeah. Bay leaf, peppercorns, rosemary, sea salt is what I added here. So those are the ones that you can do it and leave it in a bowl. If you're in US, I got these little bowls, the black ones in Daiso. They were so cute, perfect small ones, and that's it. Leave it on. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Nicole, there. Yeah. So those are the very good ones, herbs that you can use it. And I'm sure the Native Americans use those as well for cleansing the house, like, cleansing the rooms as well, which I'll talk in a minute. So that is one thing that you can do it. And if it is for a house itself, you want to do it, you can sprinkle again, sprinkle or go through around the house if you're able to on your property line, the salt around it, and that keeps your house to be in a protective shield as well. Again, very inexpensive but very powerful technique that you can use it. Yeah. Salt has been very much used in my traditions as well. If you have a big event in your family, they want to take the evil eye off, the energies of it off. Generally, the old women, they will be holding the rock salt in their left hand, and they will be going through your aura 3 times clockwise, 3 times anti-clockwise, and they will flush out that salt into the water or into somewhere nobody looks into it. Like, yeah, so that's very powerful. Again, watch out in the room with the salt that you're going to place in a bowl. Is it turning cloudy? Is it looking fresh? Like, again, that way you will decide, like, is this it's an open bowl, Maria, so you can leave it in an open bowl, so that way you'll know, like, has energy been cleared off or not. Generally doing this, it will clear up if these are energies of the emotions and also any spirit lingering as well. Salt will dismantle and let the spirit find the light, so that is one of the powerful effective ways as well. And Himalayan salts are great that you can use it, and you get them, they're not too expensive nowadays. You can light the Himalayan salts. I use it all the time in my healing room, in my entrance, and every part of the room. Now I have them. What I have noticed with the Himalayan salt is, especially in my healing room, if someone is coming with the heavy energies, The next day I would find my salt is dripping down, melting off, and I have to cleanse it, and then it's fine, so you would notice the salt talking to the energies quicker as well. There is this other technique that you can do is in pranic healing that I learned is rock salt in a bowl, open bowl, with some water, leaving it underneath your bed overnight, if it's your bedroom especially, or any room, of course, under your bed. The reason is in case you have pets or young children, they don't drink or tip over the water, spill the water, and take it away and flush in the toilet the next day. That way, any energies in the room, it's just going to get into the salt, again disintegrate, and change into the positive ions and shift in. Yeah, so that way you can do it as well, which I love to do, even though without identifying is my room energy good space or not. It's kind of a humidifier as well, the salt water in your room. No lids on. And that's one of the reasons they say, like, if you have a glass of water in your room for the night to drink, always cover it, because water is going to attract the energies. You don't want to drink that open lid water. So you better to have a lid in case you're going to drink. But for this one, don't keep any lid under the bed or a corner space where no one is going to disturb or know anything about or going to drink it. Yeah. So that's one of the things. And tuning forks. If anyone uses tuning forks or gongs or any sound healings, you can use this. What happens with this is sound dismantles the energies again. So you can go to the each of the corners, especially in the rooms that you have identified. Make sure the corners that you're tapping into are being cleared. Yeah, that's the most important thing. Say the corners are the most stuck energies, especially if there is a clutter in those corners. Try to declutter your rooms. Yeah, because the energies will be stuck behind those pile of books, the files and everything. Like, think about, like, you have your files from like 1990s, like, so much of energy has been there. Like, it will take a long time to do it, especially if you go to your sheds or garages. That's a lot of stagnant energy that as you clear it up, you'll feel a fresh energy moving into your body, your passions, your desires, everything, right? So the same thing applies as well. Try to keep your corners clutter free, and go with the tuning forks, and place the vibration. Once you have tapped in, go into the corners and place the vibrating energies around it. Now, if you don't have the tuning fork, mm, you might have something like a ring bell or a gong or a bell, like, something that makes a sound that is appealing to you. You can do that. Yeah. Or even a bowl, like, steel bowl and a spoon. Go over the corners, or a drum as well. In case you have it, you can use it. Yeah. So that is the most, again, like, easiest way to go around the corners, clear the energy of it. Again, your intention, the first thing you set is your intention. That is the most important thing. Yeah. I have some notes here. I'm just looking. I have been sharing everything. So fresh air. Oh, yeah. Some of the herbs that I use are here, especially in US, in Seattle. I use cedar for decluttering energies, because I didn't get them easily when I was in Europe. But here, a lot of people do use cedar, so I do use that, and it's amazing how it can set it up. Rosemary for new beginnings. Again, like, these herbs you can grow in your own pots, dry them, and then smudge them just like what you smudge sage, you might have heard, or palo santo, you might have heard. So you can do with the rosemary as well. Homegrown, like, lavender, you can use it as well from the dried ones. Just show the smoke. And what I have noticed using these smudges is, in case you might have noticed as well, if there is an energy, the smoke is so high. If the energy is much balanced, the smoke is not lighting up so fast, or it's not too much as well. That's what I noticed it. So that's again like you can do the observation and see how you feel the energies. Mugwort, if you have used it, I absolutely love it. Mugwort is great for your bedrooms with your dreams as well. It does help with your dreams. um, a friend of mine introduced me to mugwort balm. It gives you like dreams, astral traveling, if anyone is curious into it, or mugwort tea as well. But the smoke of it helps the clearance of the night energies, yeah, that you'll be having in the bedrooms, especially if someone has a nightmares. It can clear it up and give you a good night of a sleep, yeah. Resins, if you use resins on the charcoal disc, these are great, like, like Franklin's myrrh or sandalwood. Sandalwood is great for detoxification and grounding energy as well. If someone is interested in resins, but do watch out. If someone has asthma or smoke allergies, resins could be too strong for breathing in. And watch out your smoke alarm as well. So that could be too much disruptive. Yeah. Franklin's and myrrh has been used, like as you observe in the temples, in the churches, everywhere they use it. Yeah, it's all about like using it for protection and also spell release and all that. Yeah. Yeah, it's not good for the animals. Definitely, if they're not in the home, then like I don't even use sage so much now because my child doesn't like the smell. It's too strong for her. So mostly if she's not in the home, only then I put the resins or the sage. But I use the palo santo. She doesn't mind the palo santo so much. It's sweet fragrance. Incense as well. Try to get the handmade chemical free ones. That's the most important thing. Even the candles, like, try to go for chemical free ones. Mugwort, yeah, that's right, Maria. um, I think you can easily grow in the homes as well. I used to grow in Ireland, yeah. So those are the and indoor plants. So once you cleanse the rooms, you can grow indoor plants into the rooms, like succulents or some of the plants, like, that doesn't have a sharp edges, not cactus, or doesn't have a sharp angle. You can grow them because they suck all the energies and recharges into a good vibes. But the sharp pointed leaves don't suck the energy. So do check it out, what you like and what is it easy to be grown to. And not everyone is comfortable with the indoor plants, and definitely it doesn't do any good with the plastic plants. As per feng shui, don't have any plastic plants. Rather have the live ones. That's the most important thing. Essential oils instead of smoke. Yes, totally. I'm into essential oils, and also essential oils, I'm now diffusers are much better as well, because the candles, if you're using paraffin, it's not good as well. Like, so do snake plants consider sharp edges. Yes, it's not ideal. I don't know the rest of the names of the plants, but I try to go for the curvy kind of a leaves, so it's much good. These are mostly the green ones. The lavender is a good one as well for indoors, especially in the bedroom, they say, but I don't grow plants in my bedroom. Those black insects that annoy me. So no. What kind of a diffuser? Diffusers that can I go by, which is automatically off, which is safe in case I forget to switch it off as well. Um, so those kind of a diffusers I would recommend, where you have some essential oils like Franklin's again, geranium, myrrh. What else do I use? Rose oil I use. And tea tree. Tea tree is really good essential oils. If someone has been sick in your home, we have been burning tea tree with my sore throat this week. It kills all the bacteria as well in the air, so which is good. Aloe vera plant is really good. Money tree is really good. Yes. Indoor planting, yeah. Jade plant page, I don't know. I need to see what it looks like. I'm so sorry. I'm not great at the plant names. Yeah. So these are some of the herbs that you can try, resins you can try in cleansing the room energies. Um, And crystals are great as well. I'm totally into the crystals. So other than the Himalayan salt lamps, I have selenite crystals in my house for sucking all the negative energies. And selenite is a great crystal because it's such a easy thing. It's a self cleanse crystal. Yeah, so if this is taking up any energies, like selenite looks like a pale white. If it is taking any negative energies, it's automatically going to recharge. I don't need to do any extra work with it. So some of the crystals are great. Selenite is great. Black tourmaline or hematite are great for cleansing up, or smoky quartz as well, cleansing up the energies. So do check in if you're interested in getting them, or if you already have it, place into that particular room, yeah, to cleanse the energies in the room. Amy, do you need to clear the energy of the plants at some point? I've never done that, but I have always given Reiki energy to my plants, indoor plants, especially to thrive. But amazing with the properties of the Mother Nature itself. Like, it can self-heal, it can regrow and everything. But I have noticed my plants dying. Indoor plants dying when there is a toxic energy, people coming into the home, like literally couple of times it happened where someone came. After next day I realized all my like 5 or 6 indoor plants died the next day. There is nothing, no repair I could do it, like, so bad energy it was. Yeah, so you need to be checking that. It doesn't, thankfully it doesn't happen often, and but it did happen. There is nothing I could do, but generally I just do Reiki because I love them to be thriving, and if they are flowering as well. Yeah. Rose, very high energy frequency. Yes, definitely. Essential oils are geranium, tea tree, Franklin's, Myrrh, MYRH, I think. MYRRH. So, yeah. I have not had any luck with diffusers with plastic container as retains fragrance. Any oil that you use, eventually all oils you smell the same, like a small diffuser with disposable felt pads to change out with each oil. Yes, diffusers with disposable felt pads are great even for the car as well. I use now the diffuser with essential oils. It's great rather than those chemical sprays and everything. Yeah. There is recently a friend of mine was saying, the way that we use the diffusers or the oil burners, we hold the water in it, and once the water dries up or there is a old water, we just light the candle up and put more essential oils. But it wasn't a frequent thing that we wash the whole diffuser or the essential oil kit itself, but that gives you pneumonia over a prolonged, because there is airborne material in that and that you're breathing in. So what she recommended is place them, wash them frequently, and make sure there is no water from the previous light up, and use a new fresh water every time you light up. So that was a good one. So I have been trying that since I read that from her. She's a doctor, so I get why, and she has been affected by it. So from her research, she wrote it. And also then I realized you don't need to, for these essential oil, the burners, you don't need to use the water. You can have just a drop, few drops of vegetable oil, and you can place the resins in it, and you can light up a soy candle or beeswax candle and let it burn, and the fragrance is so strong than having with the water, which I love it. Yeah, and so again you can try that as well. Yeah. Yeah, going back to the salt, there is other thing that I use as well, again picked up from the pranic healing that I do, is the spray bottles that we have, you can get in the Dollar Tree as well. Put some rock salt in it and some water, and you can place some essential oils as well. So the essential oils like lavender, rose, again, whatever you are drawn to, All these are essential oil itself is a high vibe frequency energy that it carries in. Shake it up and start spraying in the home, in that particular room that we were talking about, or in the house as well. And that keeps away any negative energies from building up. So once you do a deep cleanse, then again, it's all about the maintenance. It gets much easier. So these are the part of the maintenance, like, have a spray bottle with a room cleanser in it, and that's it. And lemon and orange essential oils are great for room cleansing as well, because of this fragrance. It just recharges your own energies around it as well. Yeah. Don't you like, when someone is peeling an orange, if you're not intolerant to orange, or you don't hate it, you would love to eat an orange, isn't it? When someone is peeling it, the smell itself is so strong as well. Yeah. So that is a good thing. And yeah, as I was talking about the tuning fork, um, or the Tibetan bowls, um, you can also use it by clapping the hands. Like, you don't need anything else. You can just clap the hands and go over the house or the corners of the house. Yeah. So that way you are shifting the energies around the house. And it's fun. Do it with the children. They love it. They enjoy it as well. I would involve the kids only after I have done a deep cleanse, because they are so young, fragile. They can pick up so easily. So only when I'm done good cleanse of all the stagnant energies, that I would welcome them to do this fun part. Yeah. Um, I I clean my diffuser. Always love it. Also mix oil with water in glass spray bottle. Use it throughout the room. Perfect, Patricia. That's a good one. Yeah. If you have some salt in it, oil and the water mixes well in the glass spray bottle. So that's a good one. Yeah. Um, Having an altars are great as well. Altars are a pivotal points of, like, you praying, you feeling that energy is lighting up a candle. Again, lighting up a candle, always be wary. I'm sensitive now. Before, I wouldn't mind where I was burning my candles, but now I really know the source. I want to have the safe, because you're breathing that candle energy as well. Having that in your altars is great. Like, altar is need not be only one place, it can be everywhere in your home. And it's like inviting energies. Yeah, I have it in my living room. I have in my the toilet as well. And I have my meditation room with altar in it. So everywhere it is there. Yeah, it just makes you feel more alive. Yeah, having that is so important. How often to cleanse the house? It depends, actually. Depends on the energy it's being built up with. Anytime you're having a house clean, you can incorporate these. That's so important. If not once a week as well, like, again, like, you can just focus on one room or two room at a time, like once a week, rather than the whole house. But first thing is, get rid of any particular stagnant energy that's been there for too long in that particular area. That's the most important thing. Yeah. But overall thing is much easier. Alter, yes, alter. Sorry. And have the main entrance, the house main entrance, try to have a clutter free, dust free, no cobwebs or anything. Cleanse it, your main door. That way you are inviting fresh energy anytime somebody is opening the door. So remember that anytime anyone is opening the door, they're bringing good energies. And at the entrance, the one I said, the salt in a black bowl, have it at the entrance as well, inside or outside, whichever you feel comfortable. So anything that is coming in, it's like stop, like a checkpoint is cleansing, and the energies are coming in. Yeah. So which is going to be good. uh, Always try to have the surroundings of the main entrance to be clean. No shoes, too many shoes clogged up, like, everything have in an organized way. So you are setting an intention, only good energies to get in. Yeah. uh, What else? The wind chimes are great as well at the entrances or in your gardens as well. Wind chimes, like, the energies are broken down. The sound healing that brings from the wind chimes is going to be effective as well. There is other thing that I am doing right now is um, heard from a friend of mine who is a Feng Shui practitioner. She mentioned that if you don't have time to do all the house cleanses and everything, just move 27 items, even slight position of 27 things, like, so which I found like fun and doable as well. So that's a good thing. Uh, so 22 items, like, if you have your cupboards, like slightly move them. You don't need to, if you don't have time, you don't need to rearrange everything, but slightly readjust the placements of the 22 items, and then just check it out how you feel the energy in your house. Yeah. So that is good. I have read that bell on the entry door is good. Yes, Patricia. Yes, it is really good. Yeah. Apparently have spirits. Yeah, you can use this. Salt is really effective with that as well, Lorette. And actually, Patricia, I think it is you, right, who is doing the spray bottle. In that, you can add a drop or a couple of drops of vodka as well. That is again like it is a purifying agent. Yeah, if you have. If you don't need to. Like, yeah. 27 items. 27 items to change. Marie, I have been breaking a lot of glass lately. Valuable things. What does that mean? I don't know in general, but in my culture, we were told like anything, and especially if we break glass items, it's like a bad energy being reflected and being broken. Dismantling, like, there is a bad energy and that's making it happen, so which is a good thing. Yeah, especially with the glasses, I just don't like it because of the cleaning up, the mess we need to go through. So that's the most important. Yeah. All right. Okay. So to check in, Ray, how is the home energies? And as you're breaking, maybe there is energies to be cleansed. It's too overwhelming, maybe. So you just need to shift and move as well. Yeah. Do look into that. Leela, with that, I think I would say, like, open all the windows after every viewing, go with the Palo Santo stick to each of the house and shield and protect, which will literally take maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That's it. Like, you're cleansing your space, yeah, for the next visitor to come in. So they're not leaving behind what they thought the previous one. So it's welcoming for the new people as well. And do it hours before someone is going to visit, so they don't have that smell that could be bothering them. Yeah, some people don't like the incense too much as well. So Palo Santo, I didn't hear anyone saying it didn't like it because it's much softer or a sweeter kind. Yeah. The other thing is in one of my friend, she taught me a couple of years ago is, the lime, the green ones, the small limes. I mean, like you can do with the lemon. I have done with the lemon as well. Limes are much easier. You can place them in a see-through glass covered with water until the lime or the lemon sinks in. The lime or the lemon is again like attracting all the negative energy into the water. What I have done this is with observations, and she said like it takes all the negative energies. If we have visitors, and my home is always visitors, so if I notice any toxic people coming in, the lime or the lemon will get rotten so quickly within a day. But if the energy is fresh, there is not a toxic environment, like the lemon or the lime in the water has been in good condition for over 3 months. That was unreal. Like, when I was checking, trying this experiment, as she said, But again, like that's a culture she follows. And when I saw that in her house, I also liked it because it's kind of a nice ornament in the room or in the house to have it as well. I don't use the lid. Yeah, no, you don't use the lid at all for it. It's just in open glass. Um, like a tumbler or something that you can use it, your old glass tumbler, and just dip in lime and water. That's it. Yeah. I would be changing the water every couple of days so it doesn't get murky. That's it. Like, otherwise I don't, unless the lime is getting rotten, I would take the lime and replace with a new one. Yeah. And depends on the energies. Maybe in initial days you might feel you have to change every once a week the lime or the lemon, but after a while, yeah, once you are having a good energies, and do try it out in that not feel good room and see how will you feel about it, or the living room, or I have it in my kitchen because that's where we usually hang out. And now, don't even always think about it's your guest, it's your friends who are going to be bringing that energies. We are bringing as well the way we converse, the way we are afraid, the way we are dealing with our own emotions. We are bringing that energies in our own homes as well. So do think about it. It's not being judgmental about the loved ones coming to our house. We could be the worst ones as well, sitting with it and just feeding into that energies. Yeah. Um, Also, bulbs is salt around will absorb outside energies. I mean, one line for the whole house. Yeah, you can. Depends on how big your home is. Put it in the garbage. Yes. Don't leave it in the house for too long. Immediately back into the bin, the compost bin. You are lost, ship. Uh, there is a lot to take in as well. There is a lot to take in. Yeah. But see which one you were resonating with, and which one you would feel you can do it right now. Always, other thing is with the energies, anything that is broken, don't leave it in the house. Don't leave it in the house, even though it's a sentimental value and everything. It's only going to bring you more of destructive energies. Yeah, I've left many things like that, but it's only just adding more to your clutter. And now clutter is the most important thing that you need to be looking at, the way we are keeping it in, like, as you can see, my bookshelf behind me, it's been there for 2 years now. I have not moved all the racks in it, but now looking at it, as I was preparing for this talk yesterday, I could feel, oh, this bookshelf needs to be done energy cleanse, like, I just need to rearrange it, then I'll feel good about it. When you feel that way, do it. Like, it doesn't matter that I need to do the whole house, that's for some other day. But when you feel a particular shelf that, getting a good vibe, it could be your herb spice rack, it could be your makeup rack, like, it could be your nightgowns rack, it could be your socks rack. Just do that particular moment, particular thing that you have been called into, and you'll see a shift in the energy. Yeah. What about garlic? Sometimes see this in the shops. um Cielo, I don't know about the garlic actually. I know in Indian traditions we use the ash god, this particular pumpkin ash god, into the new homes, hanging in front of the home. That I know. For the cars, they generally put some 3 limes or lemons, and the chilies as well. And yeah, they use that. I haven't heard about garlic unless someone else can talk about it. I don't know. I have a lot of books, so I put glass doors in the bookcase. Does this help? Cleanse it, cleanse it. Yeah, still the energy gets through the glass doors, even though it's how you feel okay about it, but no, cleanse it. Yeah. I tried gluing my broken evil eye, realized not a good idea. Yeah, it's just like you're trying to break, hold it together, But is it giving you the same good energy? No, then just don't hold it. I'm sorry, I missed your response. One whole lamb cut into half. No, just leave it as a whole one. Whole one into the water tumbler, glass tumbler, see through so you can see the water and everything. And that's it. Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? When you interact with different cultures, you notice how everyone does it and what you can pick up from them. Like, this is interesting for me with my friends as well. When I hear like, oh, they do something, oh, let me try it out. Let me try for myself and see if it's effective. We'll do that today. And what at the end, okay, so this is a thing, like, at the end, what you will feel is much lighter in the room, more energy, more feeling like, oh, this is great, fresh energy, more alive. For me, it's about like the creative flow is so much happening, and I'm clutter free in my mind as well. For me, it's the office table has to be cleansed every week. I'm so easily a hoarder. I'll be leaving everything with my art stuff and everything. And on a particular day, I have to tidy it up and then come back with a new ideas what to paint and everything. Yeah, so that is important as well. Mm, so do look into it, that fresh energy, creative flow as well, and the conversation, the family mood, everything lights up. Trust me, these energies are so important. Like, then you don't need to do half the battles you're doing it. You go for a Reiki session, you come back home. You go for a massage, you come back home. You're bringing your energies and you're holding those energies in your places for too long as well. Like, that is so important. Yeah. Do you think dead roses are negative energy? I have them hanging. Dead roses carry in beautiful vibes. Dead roses, is it a particular intention that you're hanging them as what do you call that, the dried plants that we hold on to, the leaves and everything? We use some essential oils onto it. I forgot the word. Potpourri, that's right. If that is, that's totally fine. Yeah, but just shake the energies off, cleanse it, go through the smudge and do it. Yeah, because roses are great energies, like same with the rose essential oil. Yeah, very high vibe energy. We did a smudge at parents' home prior to selling. The difference was amazing. Everyone entering commented as they entered. Yeah, that's it. Like, I always do with every client visit, like, after they leave, before they come, I do the cleanse of the entrance into the room as well. So I don't want anyone's else energy to be here in the room as well. And same with every Zoom call, I cleanse myself and then again, like my altar here. And it's just a shift in energies. Yeah, it's amazing. Dry flowers, if they're real, that's fine. Yeah, I don't have the fake ones. How do you cleanse yourself? I think I'm having a talk for it on Monday, on your own protection thing. So that will be what we'll be talking about it. Yeah. Let me double check. Energy cleanse. Energy protection techniques we are doing on August 11th, Wednesday. So yeah, we'll be covering all that then. What is the effect of fresh flowers? Now, this is debatable. People say like, oh, you should not cut the flowers, but you need to plant the flowers. Have indoor plants is better. If you're cutting the flowers with good intentions, it's like, it's fine. The fresh flowers attracts energies. Anything that is of a low energies, and it's bringing you with the good vibes. And look at the flowers, like, they inspire you, they shift, they radiate energies, they are calling you, they're seeking for attention and giving you that peace, like, and that's the most important thing. Buy the flowers that inspire you. Don't buy the flowers just to buy them. See which flowers are talking to you that particular. For me, at this time of the summer, it's the peonies that talk to me. Before that, it's the tulips that talk to me, and later it's the carnations or the roses, like, so yeah, it all depends on which flowers talk to you. Have them, like, yeah, if you're not into flowers, but yeah, that's totally fine as well. You don't need to have them. Yeah. So I cleared out the utensils drawer in the kitchen and got rid of 80%. There were 5 tons, 3 scissors. It's how different feelers, etc. It feels so, isn't it? Isn't it so amazing? When I find a shelf to be empty, the joy is amazing. I know it doesn't last more than a couple of days, but the joy is amazing. I love it. Yeah. And I feel, what did I do here all this time? Yeah. How about shipped items? Shipped items, it depends. Like, you have a sentimental value. If it's still holding a good energy, hold them. If not, take it out. So for my birthday in June, we went to a pottery place, and we did some of the stuff. And so we made this a long kind of a plate with a hole on it as an incense holder, this pottery thing. And when we brought them home, we realized that the hole that we made has been gone off because of the way they have placed and everything. And my husband was trying to drill a hole again into it, and he chipped off. And now it is like half broken. But I love this piece so much. It's all with the love hearts and purple colors, pink and everything. So beautiful. And immediately, for me, I was thinking, like, I usually don't have them. I just throw them. But I didn't feel like throwing it away, departing from it so quickly. And I used it as my diffuser underneath as a mat, like as a holder, so the heat doesn't go into the down of the diffuser into the table. So I feel like a connection. You can't see the chip off anymore, but that love and everything is such a high vibe. If something is of a good vibe to you with these items, hold it. You don't need to depart from it. But if they are holding just because someone gave to you to please them, there is no value there. Like, there is no energy there. You're only clogging more things. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Emma. Yeah, just take it in as it inspires you, as you relate to it, as it's doable for you. Yeah. Where you made it, repair and replace. I never thought about it. Yeah, that's a good one for next one. Yeah. If it ever happens again for something else, that's a good idea. I never thought they can do that. Yeah. But I know it's also about, like, I think there is a Japanese tradition or something, how you hold the pieces together, glue them and together, and there's a story that it tells as well. Again, it's a connection. If it's getting you like a Marie Kondo kind of thing, if it's holding a good intention, hold it. If not, just dispose it, like, pass it on. It's for someone else, maybe not for you as well. Yeah. That's the most important thing. So tell me, what is the one thing that you're going to take away today and try it out? And don't think too much before you just throw things away or put it in the garage sale or give it for the um, charity thrift stores as well. It's not yours, somebody else will get it. Does this bring joy? Yes, yeah, that's a good question, isn't it? Yeah. Money tree and a wreath on the door. Yes, I did have a wreath. Like, I always heard about like having wreaths around the door in the around the winter times. It's great. Like, I had it last year for the first time, a fresh one, like a 8 feet long around the door. It's so good, energy that it was bringing and the fragrance of the pine leaves. But I felt so hurtful, like, oh, some tree was chopped off to do this. But then I was giving the blessings, like, thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing my home with joy. And yeah, with respect, like, visualizations and diffusers, ring of stagnant broken items, lime and water, um, cleaning diffusers. That's so important. Money tree. Lots of notes, Maria. Yay. Half empty bottles. Clearing corners. Yeah. Lime and water. I need to tell my friend this has been a big hit. She'll be so happy. It's been like 6, 7 years she taught me that. I love it. Mugwort for the bedrooms. Yay. If you have mugwort, drink the tea at least half an hour before you go to sleep. Trust me, the dreams are galactic. It's amazing. I thought it's me imagining just because my friend told, and I tried tricking my husband. I gave him, and next day he said, "Oh my God, what was that night? What was those dreams? Like, it's so weird. I don't dream, but that's a weird dreams," he said. So yeah. What do you do with salt? Lime and water. What do you do with salt? So you can leave the salt in a black bowl, some around, and the salt will disintegrate. The negative energies will disintegrate through the salt, or you can have the rock salt in a bowl with some water in it under the bed or the corner and flush out the next day. So any energies, it will be treated out. Yeah. Throw the water, always throw the water. Don't even place those waters into your plants. No, don't do that. Plants are going to die. Flush out, flush out. Just the dry salt in the black bowl. That's it. Can we use yellow lemon in water? Yes, you can use it. Yeah. When I didn't get the limes, I used to use the lemons. Lovely, guys. So this is great. So much interactions. I love this. So at this moment, I'll just ask you if you have been enjoying it. You can follow me. I might try doing this once again later on. And there are some meditations. I know we are not doing any meditations today, but tomorrow we'll be doing the meditation. Tomorrow I have a live at 10:30 with Reiki benefits, and we'll be doing the Reiki energy work as well. So welcome to be there. So yes, I missed it. I'm glad to be back here. And if you're enjoying this, join us in the circle. It's experience healing with Srimanju. So I'll be keeping you posted. You'll be the first ones to know what's coming up. And if you have any questions on a particular topic to be more expansive, do drop me a message or in the circle. So I'll try to bring that topic up. Yeah. In these tools I have been using, I still use it. I love it. Simple things, but we don't look into the same way as a value, but it can change our lives, the way we live, way we look into the energies. And remember, it's the intentions, it can change, and the energies are not permanent. You can be moving them. Yeah, so that's the most important thing. And thank you for you all who have done the donations. And if you feel inspired, most welcome. This is what brings me the joy. It benefits me and the Insight Timer as well to hold us all together. And I'm so grateful. I guess you're all grateful, isn't it? We have this Insight Timer bringing us together. Yeah, it's amazing. So thank you, guys. What's the name of the circle? It's Experience Healing with Srimanju. I try to type in. I am a slow typer. So let me know if you liked a topic and you want more of any particular topic to be more expansive. So we can do it as well. Yeah. Yeah, much better, Tim Z. Today, I know we had a glimpse of my cough, but feel better now with the cough drops and the water there. But sure, it's all part of resting as well, isn't it? And let me know if anyone is taking the mugwort, how you feel afterwards. Yeah, especially for the tea thing. Yeah, I know it's out of the cleansing part, but for the tea, if you're trying, to let me know. I love to hear. So with that, I'll take bye from you guys, and good luck and enjoy your cleansing, and do let me know how you get on and what you noticed it. I'd love to see that interaction. So through in the circle or a private message as well. You can check my link in the bio. So thank you so much, guys, and it's wonderful to be here interacting with you all once again. Thank you, and have a lovely day, evening, night, wherever you are. Stay safe. Yeah. Thank you. Take care. Lots of love. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Take care, guys.